Worksheet number 9 was talking about inequalities. We are essentially solving, graphing, a couple of word problems, and talking about set builder notation and interval notation in a bit more detail. Question number 1, a lot of these answers are not nice, so be prepared for not nice answers. The left-hand side is 5, it's negative 8b plus 46. On the right-hand side, we have to combine these like terms. It's negative 54b minus 20. Now we have variables on both sides. I'm going to make things easy for myself. Add 54b to both sides. This is called the addition property of inequality. We have 46b plus 46 is greater than or equal to negative 20. I will subtract 46 from both sides. On the left-hand side, I'm left with 46b is greater than or equal to. On the left-hand side, keep change, it's negative 66. Divide by 46, divide by 46, b is greater than or equal to, it's negative 66 over 46. Now, of course, that simplifies to negative 33 over 23. So if I write the answer, it's b is greater than or equal to negative 33 over 23. And in set builder notation is all the b's such that, and I just rewrite this, b is greater than or equal to negative 33 over 23. Close out my braces. In interval notation, again, I like to see the graph, so I'll do a quick sketch of a graph. It's a closed circle because the line's underneath, and since b is on the big side, it's going to go to the right. I know that that number goes right there, so it's closed, negative 33 over 23, comma, infinity, with parentheses. Question 2 is another nasty one. Both have cleaning up to do. On the left-hand side, we distribute 6m plus 12 is less than. Combine them, and this is 6m plus 20. Okay, now I remember this is not a nasty one, but something we need to talk about. Variables on both sides, minus 6m, minus 6m. Subtraction property of inequality, we got 12 is less than 20. You might say to yourself, well, those are different numbers, but this is actually true. 12 is less than 20. So this is all real numbers. In terms of set builder notation, we say it's all of the m's such that m. And if you want to do interval notation, it's from negative infinity to positive infinity, if you saw something like that. Question 3 does not want you to write them in two different forms. It just wants you to solve then graph. Left-hand side, nothing to do. Negative 10n plus 12 is greater than or equal to. Right-hand side, we have to distribute. Distributing negative 14. Remember, it's a negative. Don't forget there's a negative right there. Negative 14 times 10n is negative 140n. Negative 14 times negative 12 is a positive 168. Still things we have to combine. Negative 10n plus 12 is greater than or equal to negative 152n plus 168. Variables on both sides. I'm going to make things easy and make everything positive. Plus 152n. Cancel. On the left-hand side, we have a 142n plus 12 is greater than or equal to 168. Minus 12 minus 12. 142n is greater than or equal to 156. Divide by 142, divide by 142. We have n is greater than or equal to this quantity, which I'm going to simplify. 156 divided by 2 is 78. And 142 divided by 2 is 71. 78 over 71 is about as simplified as it's going to get. 78 over 71. This is 79 over 71. And this is 77 over 71. Open circle, closed circle, one underneath, and it's on the big side, so we shade to the bigger numbers, which is to the right. Nasty looking graph, but that's what it should be. Number 4, again, solving graph. Left-hand side, we combine my like terms, negative 3x plus 12. Notice that I like the constant at the end. When we distribute, don't forget we're distributing a negative right here. It's 3x minus 12 plus 5x. That's right, it's plus, because a negative times a negative is a positive. So if you didn't distribute that correctly because you didn't realize that we actually had distributed, but yes, you're subtracting both things. Combine my like terms. Negative 3x plus 12 is less than 8x minus 12. Variables on both sides. Let's make things easy. Now let's make it hard. Minus 8x minus 8x. Negative 11x plus 12 is less than negative 12. Once again, negative plus a negative, keep change, negative 11x. Minus 12 minus 12. We're working with negatives. Negative 11x is less than negative 24. Negative 12, keep change, negative 24. Divide by negative 11, divide by negative 11. We have x. Negative over negative is a positive 24 over 11. And since I divided by a negative, this symbol will flip. We put that in the middle, 24 11ths. So this is 25 11ths. And this must be 23 11ths. Open circle, x on the big side, which is to the right. Dealing with Craig in this question, Craig is flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet. He knows he can't go below 10,000 feet. But he's losing altitude. He falls at 500 feet per minute. So falling would be negative 500 feet per minute. Those are things that we need to be aware of. So right now he's at 40,000, but he's losing 500 per minute. And he knows that he can't be less than, well, he can be equal to, right? So he has this value. Let me rephrase it. This thing right here can't be on the small side of 10,000. We don't want this number, where his altitude, to be smaller than 10,000. We want that to be bigger than or equal to 10,000. So if we flip it around, this has to be greater than or equal to 10,000. Once again, it can be equal to, because can't go below means you can be equal to, just can't be less than. This is the inequality. When we solve, we subtract 40,000 from both sides, minus 40,000. This is a negative 500m is greater than or equal to negative 30,000. Divide by negative 500, divide by negative 500. M on the left side, the symbol flips because we divided by a negative. And 30,000 divided by 5 is 60. So the answer is 60 minutes, or exactly an hour. And then Craig is going to be in trouble. Just as a reminder, if you divide by a negative, it flips. But if this were negative and this were positive, it does not flip. It only flips when you multiply or divide by a negative. Last questions asked us. To match. We'll know which ones these are because they're filled in. So I need to have some sort of brackets if they're filled in. If you have filled in and you do just parentheses, you did it incorrectly. So let's look at 6. Which is going from negative infinity on that side and 8 on that side. It's filled in. So we're looking for something like this. Negative infinity on the left, bracket on the right. Now it's negative 8. Negative infinity on the left, bracket on the right. So it's 10. This one is 8 on this side and infinity on that side. You can never reach infinity. Bracket on 8. So bracket and then positive infinity, which looks like D. 8, again, is going to negative infinity. You can see it's going to the left. This one goes up to 8. And it's not included, so parentheses on both sides. Remember that infinity and negative infinity are different things. So this to me looks like choice L. And then question number 9, I have to scroll up a little bit. 8 on that side, we never reached it. Infinity on that side, you'll never reach that. 8 and then infinity. I think if I remember correctly, that was choice A. Yes, that was choice